Hi, this is Joy with Obsessed with Scrapbooking, and today we're going to make this scallop fold Christmas card. I've always wanted to make this card, and I just think it's really pretty fun. So let's get started. We're using the Close to My Heart Artiste Cricut cartridge, and here are my cuts. I've cut the card at 5 1/4, and then the mittens at 2 inches. So pretty simple cuts. And now I've got all my pieces and parts out. I'm going to go ahead, and first thing I'm going to do once I move everything around here is assemble my little mittens. So to do that, I'm going to use my trusty Tweezer Bee scissors. I love them because they stay closed, and the Bonding Memories Close to My Heart glue. So it's almost like a pen glue, you know, a glue of pen, a pen of glue, something like that. Okay, it's got glue in it and acts like a pen. All right, off to a good start already. All right, so we're just going to dab that in there and go ahead and layer that. And the next up, we need to go ahead and score this card. Now, what's interesting here is the tick marks to the score lines to score are really hard to see, so I had to lift that up and hold it to the light a little bit and see if I could make sure I got it. Yeah, I kept looking. So it's a little bit tricky to find that, so just something to know. Now, another tricky thing is you want to make sure you get this pretty even, like I'm doing here, and I kind of wiggled with it a little bit. Let's see, was it even enough? Do I need to squish it down some more? All right, looking good. Okay, next up are these circles. Now, I punched those circles out because I was experimenting to see what size would fit, and punching kind of fast, and I had them nearby to the desk. So those size circles are 2 1/4 for the blue, and oops, okay, and 2 1/2 for the red. So if you want to cut those on the Cricut, that works too. I just had already played around a little bit before I made the video, so that's what's going on. And I decided to layer this card so you could actually see the scallop circle part. So you see how I'm doing that there. And I thought that was I kind of played around with the card for a long time to decide what to do on the front, because I did want you to be able to see those scallops. So this is what I came up with, guys. Now, one thing, when you're working on dark paper like this, boy, it is hard to see those folds. So it got a little bit tricky. So just something to keep in mind. If you've got really dark paper, it can be a little trickier than not. Now, I just go ahead and get these stuck down, and we are rocking and a rolling. So I just use my Scotch ATG glue gun for that, and you can get that at Michael's. Love it because it's got 36 yards, not 36 feet of adhesive that goes with it. And now I'm just arranging my mittens, and I'm going to pop dot those up just to give a little dimension to the card. Alrighty. Okay, moving on. Okay, let's start working on the inside pieces now. Now, what's cool about this paper, or this card actually, is that white piece on the inside has a scallop on the top and the bottom, and that cuts out. That's part of the cut that you'll make. And the paper comes with a lot of a striped paper section, which was kind of fun to use for the inside. Now here I'm just measuring that inside piece, and now I start filling around with this stripe piece because I don't want to have one full diamond shape and then on the other side it's chopped in half. So I'm trying to even those up so wherever they get chopped it's similar on both ends. Does that sound nuts, you guys? I don't know. Maybe it kind of does, and you're like, what? Who cares? Anyway, if you don't care, no need to stress. And I don't know that I did it actually perfect, but it's pretty good. Okay, here's the stamp set we're using. It's called Best Christmas Ever. And love this stamp set. And always stamp on that, it's by Close to My Heart, sorry. Always stamp on that piece of foam that comes, because it really helps. Now, you just saw me stamping on my arm, and that kind of primes the stamp when they're brand new. It's kind of an odd little trick, but it seems to work pretty well. Now, I'm using cranberry ink, which the paper pack told me to use. Paper pack tells you what colors match, so it didn't have to do any special thinking there. And then I'm going to use glacier ink to just put some little snowflakes around the wording here. And I sort of started doing this randomly, and then I kept looking at it like, okay, that doesn't look like enough. Let's add some more pieces. So this kind of was a work in progress here, as you can see. Now, ironically, I know off to the side I'm not stamping on the foam piece, but somehow, miraculously, it's still working. So just go with it, guys. Just go with it. Typically, though, you really do want to use that. You want to use the foamy piece. All right, now next up, we just have to glue that inside, and we are done with this Christmas card. So pretty quick. It would be something you could assembly line. The part that would probably take the longest is gluing the mitten, so still not a big deal. All right, I appreciate you guys watching so much. Coming up next is where you can get all these Close to My Heart products, and if you have any comments, I would love to hear them below, and I hope you have a wonderful day. I appreciate you all so much. Oops, sorry. One last little correction. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.